In the world of how people interact with each other, it's really important to understand what someone's true intentions are, especially if their actions don't show that they genuinely care. Stoicism is an old philosophy that focuses on personal ethics and understanding how humans behave. It can help you figure out and handle situations when people might use you without thinking about your feelings. In this video, we'll look at 10 attitudes that show this kind of behavior and how following Stoic ideas can help you deal with it. Number 1. Self-centeredness. Encountering individuals whose world revolves solely around their own needs is a common experience. They might overlook your emotions, needs, or even exploit your kindness for their own benefit. In the Stoic philosophy, acknowledging self-centered behavior allows you to maintain your emotional equilibrium. Stoicism teaches us the power of focusing on what we can control. When faced with self-centered individuals, it's essential to recognize that their actions stem from their internal perceptions, desires, and often their insecurities. It's not a reflection of your value or worth. The Stoic principle of virtue as the sole good guides us in this scenario. Your value isn't diminished by someone else's self-centeredness. Instead, it's an opportunity to practice patience, understanding, and maintaining your own sense of virtue. While it's natural to feel hurt or frustrated by self-centered behavior, Stoicism encourages us to view these situations as external events that we cannot change. Instead, we can control our responses, practice empathy without letting their behavior disrupt your inner peace. Recognizing self-centeredness is about acknowledging the limitations and perspectives of others without letting it sway your own ethical compass. By understanding the nature of self-centered behavior through a Stoic lens, you can maintain your own sense of self-worth and serenity in the face of such attitudes. Number 2. Manipulative tendencies. Encountering manipulative individuals who seek to control or influence you for their benefit is a challenging aspect of human interaction. These individuals might use emotional tactics, deceit, or coercion to achieve their ends, often at the expense of your well-being. Within the Stoic philosophy, recognizing manipulative behavior empowers you to uphold your principles and integrity. Stoicism emphasizes living in accordance with virtue, irrespective of external pressures. When faced with manipulation, it's crucial to stay grounded in your values. Upholding honesty, integrity, and fairness becomes your guiding light in the face of attempts to manipulate or coerce. The Stoic concept of virtue as the highest good prompts us to prioritize moral excellence over succumbing to external pressures. Refusing to compromise your principles, even in the face of manipulation, exemplifies strength and integrity. Acknowledging manipulative behavior isn't a sign of weakness. Rather, it demonstrates astuteness and self-awareness. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our actions and responses, instead of being swayed by external influences. Your integrity is your fortress against manipulation. By staying true to your principles and virtues, you not only protect yourself from being manipulated, but also set a standard for ethical conduct in your interactions. Recognizing manipulative tendencies through the lens of Stoicism allows you to navigate these situations with resilience and ethical fortitude. Upholding your principles in the face of manipulation becomes an embodiment of Stoic virtue, fostering strength and steadfastness in your character. Number 3. Lack of empathy. Encountering individuals devoid of empathy, who seem indifferent to your emotions or struggles, is a challenging aspect of human relationships. These individuals might not comprehend or respond to your feelings, often leading to a sense of isolation or neglect. Within the Stoic philosophy, understanding the absence of empathy prompts us to cultivate our own emotional resilience and understanding. Stoicism encourages us to embrace empathy as a strength, a means of understanding and connecting with others. However, when faced with those lacking in empathy, Stoic teachings remind us not to let their deficiencies affect our own emotional well-being. Recognizing the absence of empathy is not a dismissal of its importance, but rather an acknowledgement of individual differences. Stoics advocate for maintaining our own emotional balance despite external influences. Our reactions to others' lack of empathy define our strength. Responding with patience and understanding, without letting their behavior destabilize our inner peace, embodies the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within our control, our own emotions and responses. It's crucial to remember that the absence of empathy in others doesn't diminish the significance of your emotions or experiences. Stoicism encourages us to validate our own feelings without solely relying on external validation. Understanding and accepting the lack of empathy in others through a Stoic lens allows us to foster our own emotional resilience and fortitude. By not allowing their deficiencies to disrupt our inner peace, we demonstrate the strength of character and emotional self-reliance advocated by Stoicism. Number 4. Opportunistic mindset. Encountering individuals with an opportunistic mindset, those who view situations solely in terms of personal gain or advantage, can pose challenges in various relationships. These individuals might prioritize their interests over mutual benefits or exploit situations for their advantage. Within Stoic philosophy, recognizing an opportunistic mindset allows us to maintain our ethical stance and mindfulness. Stoicism advocates for living in alignment with virtue and reason, regardless of external circumstances. When faced with those seeking only personal gain, it's essential to remain steadfast in your commitment to fairness and integrity. The Stoic principle of focusing on the present moment prompts us to evaluate situations objectively. By being mindful of others' opportunistic behaviors, we can make informed decisions without compromising our values. Understanding opportunistic behavior isn't about condemning others, but acknowledging that people perceive situations differently based on their goals and desires. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reactions, rather than trying to change others' motivations. Your response to an opportunistic mindset reflects your commitment to Stoic virtues. By staying true to principles like honesty, fairness, and integrity, you not only shield yourself from potential exploitation, but also set an example of ethical conduct in your interactions. Recognizing an opportunistic mindset through Stoic teachings allows us to navigate these situations with wisdom and ethical grounding. Upholding your values amidst opportunism becomes a testament to your commitment to Stoic virtues, fostering resilience and ethical strength in your character. Number 5. Lack of reciprocity. Encountering situations where there's an absence of mutual exchange or consideration, where your efforts or gestures aren't reciprocated, can be disheartening. It's natural to expect a balance in relationships, yet some individuals may not respond in kind. Within Stoic teachings, understanding the lack of reciprocity encourages us to find contentment within ourselves rather than solely relying on external validations. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of fairness and virtue without placing undue reliance on others' actions. While reciprocity is a valuable aspect of healthy relationships, Stoic philosophy reminds us that our happiness shouldn't solely depend on external responses. Recognizing the absence of reciprocity isn't about devaluing your efforts, but acknowledging that individuals have varying capacities for giving and responding. Stoics advocate for self-sufficiency in emotions, where your contentment isn't contingent upon others' responses. Your response to a lack of reciprocity shapes your resilience. Choosing to continue acts of kindness and generosity without expecting reciprocation demonstrates strength of character and commitment to your values. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what's within our control, our own actions and responses. By acknowledging the absence of reciprocity without resentment, you embody Stoic principles of emotional self-reliance and ethical fortitude. Understanding and accepting the lack of reciprocity through a Stoic lens empowers you to maintain your integrity and emotional well-being. Your commitment to virtuous conduct, irrespective of others' responses, illustrates the strength and depth of Stoic teachings in navigating relationships. Number 6. Disregard for boundaries. Encountering individuals who disregard your boundaries, whether emotional, physical, or personal, can be challenging. These individuals might overstep limits, ignore your needs, or push past established boundaries, causing discomfort or distress. Within Stoic philosophy, recognizing disregard for boundaries empowers you to assert and defend your limits while maintaining inner tranquility. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of understanding and respecting personal boundaries. While setting boundaries is essential for healthy relationships, encountering those who disregard them offers an opportunity to fortify your principles without resentment. Acknowledging disregard for boundaries doesn't imply accepting or condoning such behavior. Stoics encourage clear communication and firmness in defending your limits while avoiding anger or frustration. Your response to boundary violations shapes your emotional resilience. Maintaining composure and reinforcing boundaries calmly and assertively aligns with Stoic principles of rationality and self-control. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our reactions and actions. By respecting your own boundaries and calmly reinforcing them, you demonstrate strength of character and commitment to self-respect. Understanding and managing disregard for boundaries through Stoic teachings enables you to navigate such situations with grace and steadfastness. Upholding your boundaries without compromising your inner peace exemplifies the resilience and ethical strength advocated by Stoicism in interpersonal relationships. Number 7. Emotional detachment. Encountering individuals who exhibit emotional detachment, appearing distant or unresponsive to emotional cues, can be perplexing. These individuals might seem disconnected or indifferent to feelings, creating challenges in communication and connection. Within Stoic philosophy, understanding emotional detachment encourages us to maintain emotional balance while respecting individual differences in expressing emotions. Stoicism acknowledges the diversity in emotional responses and advocates for understanding without allowing others' emotional detachment to disturb our inner tranquility. Recognizing emotional detachment isn't about devaluing emotions, but acknowledging that individuals have varying ways of expressing or processing feelings. Stoicism encourages us to validate our emotions without solely relying on external validations. Your response to emotional detachment shapes your emotional resilience. Choosing to maintain empathy and understanding, even in the face of detachment, embodies Stoic principles of emotional resilience and fortitude. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our responses and attitudes. By acknowledging emotional detachment without resentment, you exemplify emotional strength and commitment to maintaining your inner peace. Understanding and accepting emotional detachment through Stoic teachings empowers you to navigate relationships with compassion and understanding. Your ability to empathize without being overwhelmed by others' emotional detachment reflects the depth and wisdom of Stoic philosophy in interpersonal dynamics. Number 8. Inconsistent behavior. Encountering individuals with inconsistent behavior, where their actions or attitudes vary unpredictably, can be perplexing and challenging to navigate. These individuals might display conflicting behaviors or change their stance frequently, causing confusion or uncertainty. Within Stoic philosophy, understanding inconsistent behavior prompts us to maintain our own consistency and steadfastness in principles. Stoicism emphasizes consistency and integrity in actions, advocating for rationality amidst unpredictability. When faced with inconsistency, staying grounded in your values becomes a guiding principle. Acknowledging inconsistent behavior doesn't mean condoning it, but understanding that people might act inconsistently due to various internal or external factors. Stoics encourage a rational assessment of situations rather than being swayed by unpredictable behavior. Your response to inconsistency shapes your resilience. Maintaining your own consistency in principles and actions, despite others' unpredictability, aligns with Stoic virtues of steadfastness and integrity. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our reactions and choices. By acknowledging inconsistency without letting it disrupt your own consistency, you demonstrate strength of character and commitment to your principles. Understanding and managing inconsistent behavior through Stoic teachings empowers you to navigate these situations with poise and steadfastness. Upholding your values amidst inconsistency becomes a testament to your commitment to Stoic virtues, fostering resilience and ethical strength in your character. Number 9. Lack of accountability. Encountering individuals who evade responsibility for their actions or decisions can be challenging. These individuals might deflect blame, refuse to acknowledge their mistakes, or shirk accountability, causing friction or discord in relationships. Within Stoic philosophy, understanding a lack of accountability encourages us to prioritize personal responsibility and integrity. Stoicism places a significant emphasis on taking responsibility for one's actions, regardless of external circumstances. When faced with a lack of accountability, staying true to owning your actions becomes paramount. Acknowledging the absence of accountability isn't about excusing or justifying irresponsible behavior. Stoics advocate for a principled approach, emphasizing personal accountability as a cornerstone of ethical conduct. Your response to lack of accountability shapes your resilience. Upholding accountability in your own actions, while acknowledging others' lack of it, aligns with Stoic virtues of honesty and integrity. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our own choices and behavior. By upholding accountability without expecting the same from others, you showcase strength of character and commitment to virtuous conduct. Understanding and managing lack of accountability through Stoic teachings empowers you to navigate relationships with integrity and ethical fortitude. Your commitment to owning your actions regardless of external influences reflects the depth and wisdom of Stoic philosophy in interpersonal dynamics. Number 10. User mentality. Encountering individuals with a user mentality, those who primarily seek to benefit from relationships or interactions without genuine care or consideration for others, can be emotionally taxing. These individuals might exploit goodwill, take advantage of generosity, or prioritize their needs over mutual respect. Within Stoic philosophy, recognizing a user mentality empowers us to uphold our virtues while fostering healthy boundaries. Stoicism underscores the importance of ethical conduct and fairness in relationships. When faced with a user mentality, maintaining ethical standards becomes essential, even when others seek to exploit or take advantage. Acknowledging a user mentality isn't about condemning individuals, but understanding their perspectives and motivations. Stoicism encourages us to focus on our own actions and responses rather than attempting to change others' behavior. Your response to a user mentality shapes your resilience. Upholding your values and setting clear boundaries, even in the face of exploitation, aligns with Stoic virtues of integrity and self-respect. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's within our control, our own choices and behavior. By upholding your virtues without compromising your principles, you demonstrate strength of character and commitment to ethical conduct. Understanding and managing a user mentality through Stoic teachings empowers you to navigate relationships with grace and self-assurance. Your dedication to ethical principles, even when confronted with exploitative attitudes, showcases the depth and wisdom of Stoic philosophy in interpersonal dynamics.